Test.
One, two, three. Hi, and welcome back to another edition of State Tech Live. I am your host, Brandon McElwain. I am the marketing director here at the college. And today we would like to introduce you to drafting, design, drafting, and engineering technology. It's a really cool, different thing that we're going to show you today. We're going to take you to the lab right now to show you everything they have to offer.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Laura Bardo here with State Tech Admissions, and with me today I have Mr. Ken Niekamp, the chair for our Drafting and Design Engineering program. Ken, can you tell me what makes your program so unique here at State Tech?
Well, everything in this world that is made's got to be designed and built somehow. So what our graduates do is they make those designs for all those products and parts. So we train the graduates in 5 different areas. We train them in architecture, so like designing house plans. We train them in structural, which is doing anything like with big buildings, like the metal steel framework in the buildings, or bridges. We train them in civil drafting, which is anything to do with the earth. So like laying out like property boundaries, subdivisions, roads, maps, doing that kind of stuff. Electrical, so anything from small circuit boards to motor wiring diagrams to house wiring to power substations, all the way up from smallest to the biggest. And then also, what I forget, mechanical. So any mechanical parts. So like, like these chairs and the desk and stuff in here, mechanical parts or car parts, airplane parts, that kind of stuff.
So that really sounds like you're making really marketable employees for when they graduate. What kind of programs or classes can these students expect to be taking?
So in each of those areas, we have classes in all those different areas using all the different softwares. We teach a lot of different kind of softwares to the students, and it's always the latest software. We run the 2022 version in 2021, so it's just came out. So we always have the newest and the latest software for them. So we have anywhere from, we have a manual drafting class that when they just start out, a small manual drafting class, but then after that, everything is on a computer after that.
So really making our employees for tomorrow, right? So we're in one of the many drafting and design labs here. So can you tell us about this space?
So our labs, the basic tool of the drafter is computers, obviously. So we have dual monitors, and our computers, although they look like regular computers, they're pretty high-powered computers compared to other places on campus here to run the software. So just with the different software is where our labs really shine, is the software that we use and that the industry is using. So they change, so we change with it.
What are some examples of the software?
So we use AutoCAD, we use Autodesk products. So AutoCAD, we use Inventor for 3D solid modeling. We use Civil 3D, some for the civil classes. We use Revit for the architectural classes. We do some SDS2, which is a 3D structural modeling software. And then we use some Bluebeam, which is a markup tool.
And so, Ken, can you talk about the job opportunities that your students have when they graduate?
Since everything that's built's got to be designed and drawn, there is a ton of jobs. We have career services here on campus that post jobs for our students. And last year, from June 1st to June 1st, there was 192 different job postings for our department, for our drafting students. Want to go, and the salaries are great also because of that, because the companies are competing for them. So last year's average was $22.64 an hour starting out for our actual students, or just a little over $47,000 a year starting out day one on the job.
That's incredible, Ken. And it really sounds like your students can pick anywhere they want to go. So are they just in Missouri, Kansas City, St. Louis?
I mean, anywhere something's being built, there are jobs for drafters. So, I mean, they could go local, they can go to the cities, they could go out of state. I mean, we have them go all over. It just kind of depends on where the person wants to work.
What is your favorite part about being an instructor here at State Tech?
My favorite part is seeing these students get these great jobs and changing their lives and following them afterward and seeing what it does for them. That's what I really enjoy.
Absolutely. And Ken, thank you. So we're going to pitch it back to Brandon now in the studio.
All right, guys, thank you so much. Thank you very much there, Ken. Now, one of the great things about State Tech is our student success story. State Tech has a 99% placement rate with our students, meaning you come to State Tech, you will get a job. And we want to let you know one story that's just like that. It's Heston Jordan. Take a look.
I like the opportunity to have such a diverse job because not only do I get some office time, able to be inside when the weather's not so great, I also get to get outside when the weather's nicer. So what I do is I do drafting for corner documents, and I also am able to get out and survey too, which allows me to see what I'm drafting out in the field, so I get to see both sides. State Tech helped me because it really gave me the skills to work in an office environment, work well with others. It was also able to give me the skills to draft and to work hard to do my job. State Tech's an excellent college. It's one of the best for a reason, because you've got staff and faculty and instructors who really care about their students and are really willing to pour into them. So if you're looking for a place where you can fit in super easy, State Tech's the place to go. They're awesome. I mean, these guys really take time to teach you the skills that you need to succeed in your field.
All right, that's such a great story there for Heston. He has some really good news. Just recently, I do know that he has been married and he now is a father. So congratulations to Heston, not only on his job and his degree here at State Tech, but in his personal life too. Everything is going great for Mr. Jordan. And speaking of great, we're going to send you out to a really cool lab demonstration right back out in our drafting lab.
Hi, I'm Mike Etter, and I'm here with Bree. Bree's working with Revit, which is our software for house design. Bree, I see that you have a couple different windows up here. Can you tell us a little bit about what you're drawing?
All right, so here I have a first floor plan for a house. You can see over here. There it goes. There's that. Here you can just basically just do all of your floor plans. You can add dimensions, as you can see, add elements into it like bathtubs and sinks and everything, and kitchen appliances. There's just an elevation view of our kitchen.
Do you have any other views that we can see, exterior views possibly?
I have exterior elevations, which is just every side of the exterior of the house.
So with this program, clearly you can get all views inside and out and elevations so that you know that you have a complete set of plans when you're ready to build.
Yep.
Well, Bree, I appreciate you taking the time helping us with this. It looks like you got a very nice design. So back to you, Brandon.
All right, that's super neat. It's kind of cool to see how, you know, your designs, your ideas for like what your house could be, what your future business could be, anything for that matter, can all be drafted in our lab. And one of the cool things that all these students get a chance to do is at the end of every year, they have like a capstone project where they get to design and create their own unique project. It could be literally be anything that their mind creates. Take a look.
Yeah, so in this program overall as drafting, we learn I think close to 4 or 5 different programs, which going into any company, they're going to want to look and make sure that you know different softwares to be able to use. So starting out with the different programs, you really learn how each program kind of works. And for honestly, the different programs that you might not learn here at school, but you might learn on the job, most of the different aspects you can actually take from this and actually learn how to problem solve in the other programs, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, I mean, we started in like manual drafting, which is just paper and pencil, and you know, that's only for the first few weeks of school, but after that, you start learning a lot very quickly about how the programs work and kind of technical side of it, and the computer part of it makes that stuff come a lot easier, and even going from the 2-dimensional to 3-dimensional, I mean, we learned all sorts of stuff that just doesn't even exist in 2-dimensional drafting.
It's amazing. So designing, you can design anything you want, which for me happened to be a basket. So I thought in my mind of the type of basket I wanted to do, and it ended up turning into a weave basket, which it was really fun to do because you could do different locks, different sweeps to be able to create it. And putting it together, it actually went together really easy. And with the different problems that came up in the project, you had to think through the different problems and kind of work your way through it. And so it was a really good learning experience, but you also got to design something that was in your mind and be able to see it in a physical form, or a 3D form.
So I drew just a turntable. I just was kind of looking for just part or just something that looked kind of slightly difficult to draw. No real reason why I chose it, but it's just like a vinyl turntable, and it's got kind of an arm to it, a lid, and the actual turning part itself that I all modeled in there. So I actually already have a job, like coming into this school year, and I did an internship over the summer, which I think the program here helped me get a lot too, because I wouldn't even have been introduced into the company I'm interning with if it wasn't for going to school here. And working at the place that I'm going to work after school for the summer, that helps a lot, knowing exactly what I'm learning here, what I'm going to use, because it covers a broad range of drafting, and mine is more civil specific, so it's a lot more 2-dimensional, like kind of map making and site planning kind of stuff.
All right, now we're going to send you back out to the lab and we're going to show you another demonstration. Now this one here is super neat because it is a 3D printer, and if you've never seen one of those in action, well, you are about to be in for a treat. Take a look.
I'm here now with Jacob. Jacob is using our Inventor software here. He's got the part pulled up. Jacob, can you tell us a little bit about this software and what you have going on?
So Inventor is a 3D software where we take 2D drawings and turn them into 3D parts. And from there we can add more 3D parts and we can chain them together and have full assemblies. What I have up here right now is an octopus that I modeled up, having all sorts of little hinges and parts that can move together. And from there we can convert this octopus over into our 3D printing software. With this 3D printer software, we can change it where it's hollow, what it's going to be made of, what kind of size we want on it. And from there we can transfer it over in a USB to our 3D printer. And with our 3D printer here, in the bottom section you can see all the sorts of materials we can print. All the different colors, different types of plastic. And from there it feeds the plastic upward into the top of our printer, where it gets melted down and injected onto the print bed. And layer by layer that builds up, and soon we'll have a finished 3D print of an octopus.
Oh, and now back to you, Brandon.
Told you that was cool. It's neat how you can literally, like, you know, you think printing, you know, you think printing, right? But now with 3D printing, it just takes it all to a whole new level. It's so super fun to watch. And we want to go ahead and take this time now to introduce you to some other students and their thoughts about this amazing program.
We cover 5 areas of drafting. We cover the mechanical, architectural, civil, electrical, and structural drafting and design areas. So in the mechanical classes, we design mechanical parts like car parts, and we could print those out on a 3D printer. We have a couple 3D printers here. In the architectural class, we will design houses, and you will be able to design your dream home and draw it up. In structural, we'll be working with steel beams and concrete and bolts and stuff, and lay all those out for designing big skyscrapers or anything from stadiums.
We have a lot of lecture time, but we also have a lot of hands-on drawing time in the labs, and it's a lot of fun being able to take what you learn from the books and put it into your drawings right then and there.
It's really cool. We're getting the foundation for everything, so wherever we end up, we're prepared and well-rounded.
We had an advisory council here just last week, and they were telling us how our students are the employer's choice. What do the employers want? They want speed and accuracy on drafting. So the more experience at it.
So in my Inventor class, I actually was able to make a bender from Futurama for my final project, and it was really cool. It was really cool to be able to have the creativity and the free range to be able to do it.
And we will teach them from the ground up how to draw. We start out, doing it together and drawing the lines, and then just add features until we cover all the different areas. Like a nurse is to a doctor is like a drafter is to an engineer. When they're done, they're prepared to assist engineers and architects.
I think I've got this. My teachers have really prepared us for what's going on in the real world, and you get the experience you need.
All right, a lot of great things that you get to do in this program. And if I haven't mentioned already, one of the best parts about State Tech is that hands-on education you've heard all about today and other episodes past. And I tell you what, that translates to jobs. Again, a 99% job placement rate here at State Tech, the #1 college in the country. You can literally not do any better than that. But before we go, we want to send you out to one more lab demonstration in our drafting department.
Hello, I'm here with Amy Green. She's going to tell us a little bit about the Bluebeam software that companies are currently using a lot in industry.
So this program is basically just a markup program. A lot of companies are using it, so it's easier to go back and forth between companies. If people are on different floors of a building, you don't want to have to keep running back and forth to show each other what markups are. You can do it on here. It makes it really easy to be able to mark anything up. If you want to just put a note around something, put a cloud. If you want this section to be something specific, put it there, and then you can type, like if that was the engineering department, you can type that in there and it'll show you where that's at and everything. And there's dimensions about any markup you can think to put on here. This program will allow you to do that.
Can you show us how to do an area of this part here? Just
Yeah.
how you can touch that class?
I can find it here. There it is. So if you want an area of whatever area you want, you just go around and touch around the area, and it'll show the number inside that box. You drag the lines around or whatever, and it'll move it to that area. And you could do however big of an area you want.
Okay, so like I said, our advisory council came to us a year or two ago here and said that, everyone's using Bluebeam, and we asked around and they all said they're using Bluebeam. So this is a software that we actually introduced to our students since then because we want to keep up on the latest trends. Can you tell us anything, Amy, or demonstrate anything on this table that we're using here?
So the iPlan table is becoming more popular because a lot of companies are trying to get away from paper. So if companies can use this and they can move the screen. I'll go over here so this real quick so you can see it. It lays down, probably won't be able to really see it a whole lot in there, but you could lay it down completely flat if you wanted to, so people could stand around it. So they could all see it at the same time, and it's touchscreen, so you can move everything around on here, pull up everything you need on here. It makes it a lot easier to read and everything for group projects, especially.
Very nice, thank you. So back to Laura.
And we want to give a big thank you today to Mike and Ken and all of the students here in the Drafting and Design Engineering program. If you want to be a part of this high demand career field, we have 4 spots left in this program for fall of 2021. All you have to do is apply and then get us your transcripts and test scores. So if you want to apply, go to our website, statetechmo.edu, and hit that apply now button. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to admissions or hit that live chat function on our website. Back to you, Brandon.
All right, thanks a lot. Thanks to everybody who helped today. We'd like to thank our admissions staff. We would like to thank everybody in the drafting department, as well as everybody in the marketing department for making this show go on today. And a special thanks to all the students who were able to show us just a little bit about what this program is all about. Now, again, we wanted to tell you that State Tech has a 99% job placement rate, meaning you come here, you put in the work, you'll get a job when you graduate. And there is still time to apply to a lot of our programs, but we are already over 80% full for the fall of 2021. So literally there is no time to waste. You want to go online today and apply if you're interested in this fall. In fact, if you're interested in any fall into the future, there's never too early of a time to apply. So just head to our website, statetechmo.edu, and click on the apply button. So thanks everybody so much for watching. Again, thanks to the students for helping us today. And we'll be sure to join you again here real soon for another edition of State Tech Live. But from all of us here on the campus of State Tech, we'll see you soon.